So we want to clean up and rearrange this drawing. I want to get these dimensions and this title box and border out of my way so I don't have to look at it. And we do that with our levels and the level manager. Now it looks like there's 3 levels that are already here, and it appears that all the entities are on the same level. And then over here where it says Format, I'm going to give that a double click. And I'm going to rename this. And I'm going to call it Dimensions. And then where we have Def Points, I'm going to double click that and just put in Miscellaneous. Now when I clicked here, I also turned off the level called Dimensions. What I want to do is move these dimensions to this level. And because that level's off, as soon as I move them, they should disappear. So let's OK that. And we'll start to get rid of some of these things. Now to move things to a different level, all you do is right-click your mouse while you're pointing at the level manager. So right-click on top of level, and it says select the entities to change the level of. Now I could pick individual items, but that can get kind of tedious. It's easier to pick things with a window, but because of the way these things overlap, it's not always convenient. Now we have several ways to control what we're going to get when we use a window. I can certainly tell it that I want to pick what's in the window, but I can also tell it that I want to select what's outside the window. So you can use a window to exclude things that you don't want. You could tell it that you want to grab things that are intersecting the window, or you can use a combination of things that are in the window plus intersecting, or outside plus intersecting. So what we want to do is use in plus intersecting. So in other words, when I put my window around this, and I'm going to move up until I grab that 5-inch dimension there, even though the entire dimension wasn't inside the window, it was selected, along with this border line on the left side and this border line on the right side. So I can do the same thing over here. I can move down until I'm grabbing those items. Now make sure you're not getting any of the geometry for the profile of the part. Even if you have the smallest corner inside the window, it will be intersecting and it will be selected. So I'll grab these items. Now I could pick individuals if I want to. Or I can still use a window. So with the combination, I can select all those individual items that I want to move to that dimension level. I can even grab these arrows. Now the arrows are made up of several entities, so you can hold down your Shift key, click on the arrow, and that will select them as a chain. So with all those selected, I'll say End Selection. I want to move those, but I don't want to use the main level. I want to move them to level 2. And we'll OK that. And they disappear because level 2 was turned off. It was not visible. Now we just have the basic profile of our part. Next I'm going to right-click and do a Fit. So when we're machining the outside of this, we'll want to pick this outside as a chain to do our toolpaths. And you'll notice that some of these aren't fully connected the way we might want. If I'm doing a chain coming up along this profile and I get to this arc, I need this arc to blend up into this line. And you can see when I mouse over the line, the entire line highlights, meaning it's not broken here. This would not be a continuous chain. So what you might want to do would be to select Break into 2 pieces, pick the line, and then pick the end point of the arc. Now you'll see when I mouse over the line, it's 2 different pieces. We may want to watch out for this area in here too. We might run into the same problem with this fillet. So again, I could select Break into 2 pieces, pick the line, pick the end point of the arc. These look like they're all connected pretty well. And we'll OK that. Now, because of some of these intersections here, when I go to chain this, it might ask me which direction I want to go. So I might want to move these to a different level as well. So what we'll do is we'll right-click on the Level Manager again. And this time I'm going to reset this to just be things that are in the window. And I'm going to start from down here. And I want to bring this up so that it's just over the center line. So I'm going to get rid of things that are on that half of the part. Plus, I don't need this, this, or this. And actually, I suppose I can get rid of these lines as well. And that selection, I could put those on level 3. Now remember, level 3 is still visible, but I can turn that off here. So once I have that, as I did with the last example, I can pick my line style, we'll pick a center line, and I can create a line that goes from that endpoint to that endpoint. And then, of course, you should save the file again.